The AppSec Manager in GitHub Advanced Security. You'll see how an AppSec Manager uses Microsoft Defender for Cloud and GitHub Advanced Security together to focus engineering effort on the vulnerabilities that are actually exploitable in your live environment, and how AI can help you handle the fix. The problem this solves. AppSec managers often face hundreds of open alerts. Many of those alerts apply to code that was never deployed or isn't running in your live environment. Without a way to filter what's actually live, every alert looks equally urgent. This video shows you how to cut that list down to what actually matters. How filters work in GitHub. Once Defender is connected to GitHub, risk data from your live environment flows directly into your alert views. You can filter your alerts using runtime context, conditions that tell you whether the vulnerable code is actually running in your live environment. In this example, an AppSec manager starts with 255 open alerts. Applying a filter reduces the list from 255 alerts to 33. That is where engineering effort goes first. How security campaigns scale this. A security campaign lets you take that filtered list and push it directly to your development teams, all at once with a deadline. You build the campaign from the same filters you just applied. You add a name, a description, and a due date. When you publish it, developers are notified automatically inside GitHub. You monitor remediation progress from the campaign view. You can see which issues are open, which are in progress, and which are closed, without asking anyone for a status update. Security campaigns result in 68% of alerts being remediated. What a developer sees. When a campaign is published, it appears directly in the developer's repository in GitHub. Each alert in the campaign includes a GitHub Copilot Autofix suggestion, a fix recommendation generated by AI based on the specific vulnerability. The developer can see the vulnerability details, the affected code, and a summary of what the fix does. GitHub Copilot Autofix fixes 50% of alerts directly within the pull request, and teams using it see a 70% reduction in the time it takes to go from finding to fix. How the GitHub Copilot Cloud Agent handles larger fixes. For a set of alerts with autofix suggestions, the developer can bulk assign them to the GitHub Copilot Cloud Agent. Copilot Cloud Agent will then apply the fixes and iterate on the code to validate changes, check for any new security issues, and checks for potential merge conflicts and flags them for review. The developer reviews the pull request and merges it. They don't write the fix from scratch. How a Defender-created issue gets resolved. Alongside the campaign alerts, the developer also sees a GitHub issue created directly from Defender. In this example, the issue is titled Update BusyBox. It includes 4 CVEs affecting the container's base image, vulnerabilities that GitHub's Dependabot didn't detect because they're tied to the container image itself, not the application code. The developer assigns this issue to the GitHub Copilot Cloud Agent. The agent identifies that the vulnerable package is part of the container's base operating system. It finds a newer base image that includes the patched version, applies the update, verifies the build, and confirms the updated image is secure. It then opens a draft pull request with the 4 CVEs. The developer reviews the pull request and merges it. After the issue is closed in GitHub, Defender automatically updates the status. Security teams get the context they need to prioritize what's at risk in your live environment. Developers get the context they need to fix risks faster.